When it comes to conquering women, nothing is set in stone. There are hidden secrets deep within women that we, as men, must decipher. It's that language they will never speak aloud, but you want to understand perfectly so you become worthwhile to them. Want to know more? Don't go away, because you should know it. Welcome back to the channel. Before we start, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos. Let's get started. If you look around, you'll notice that women prefer a man who doesn't allow himself to be belittled and knows how to set boundaries. We live in a time where many men are afraid to confront women when they are treated unfairly. Women often test men to assess their strength. These tests may be simple at first, especially when it's just a casual connection, but they become more challenging when it comes to a serious relationship. It's at this point that real tests arise. To prevent a woman from disrespecting you, it's crucial to know how to put her in her place. Respect is essential for a woman to feel attracted to a man, and it's a prerequisite for her to have sexual interest in you. To earn her respect, you must face her nonsense and set clear boundaries. It's important to emphasize that controlling a woman does not mean being violent or aggressive. You should never hit or harm her in any way. It also doesn't mean constantly shouting and arguing with her. While using a powerful and authoritative voice can be helpful occasionally, you must do it with moderation and only to end conversations, not to start a fight. On the other hand, women respect a man who isn't constantly hovering over them. That's why the men who never chase after women are the ones who truly get them, as women prefer those men who don't bother them all the time and are not easy to obtain. That's why making a strong first impression is very important, something that impacts and becomes memorable to them. If you don't catch their attention even a bit from the first time they see you, you'll be at a disadvantage, and they won't consider you an interesting, attractive, fun, mysterious, different, or anything that makes them want to know more about you. You'll have to make an effort to get their attention, just like other guys, and it's that effort that tends to bore them and make them lose respect for you. Continuing with what we've been talking about in the video, it's important to consider that there may be resistance from her when she hears these new terms. Even if you have been masculine and pleased her in bed while maintaining your integrity, you should be able to make her agree with you. Even if you've made mistakes, it's essential to stand your ground and remain strong. However, she may want to end the relationship and find someone else. In that case, you should say goodbye and move on with your life. Remember, no one is indispensable. This is not about being a jerk, it's about valuing yourself as a man, something they are crazy about and willing to push you to the limit to bring out that side of you. Above all, you must have a positive attitude towards life, because for women to pursue you, you must possess something they don't have or can't easily obtain. That's why it's crucial to have your values well defined. And those values should be non-negotiable. Only then will you become an attractive man, an outstanding man, different from the rest. So instead of wasting your precious time chasing girls, work on yourself, your goals, and your personal projects. If she decides you're not worthy of her respect, then she never truly wanted you. It's that simple. Commanding respect starts with learning to defend yourself. Don't allow yourself to be trampled on, and learn to say no while still being kind. It's not always possible to please everyone. Don't rush to her call every time she asks you to come to her place or take her out to eat. Instead, respond with a, "I'd love to, but I have things to do." You must learn to be kind without being weak, because no one respects someone who lets themselves be walked over. In fact, people tend to take advantage of them. And this video is precisely about not letting others take advantage of you. One thing to consider is that if she doesn't feel inclined to show you respect, then it's time to withdraw your attention. An effective way to put a woman in her place, especially if she's not your girlfriend or you haven't established a serious relationship yet, is to ignore her or withdraw attention. This is often enough to handle the situation. If relationship parameters have already been set, and she's breaking them, it's best to be firm from the beginning. However, in most cases, boundaries may not have been established at the start of the relationship. If that's your situation, don't worry, there's still a solution. If a woman goes against your wishes, but you don't feel it's necessary to end the relationship, simply ignore her and give her less attention. Instead, focus on yourself and do things you enjoy, like going to the gym or pursuing your own interests. If you live together, coming home a little later can help you focus on yourself instead of wasting time in unnecessary arguments. Let her be the one to seek you out for intimacy and play along a bit, but it's important to note that this should only be done with women with whom there is no formal relationship and you're not looking to establish one in the future. If she comments that you're acting distant, you can be honest and explain that you don't like her behavior. While being direct may cause some initial drama, she will know what to do to change. Women are not foolish, and they will realize that you're being deliberately cold, which may motivate her to change her behavior. If she goes back to her previous behavior, simply let her know you're busy or focused on other things. Although this technique may work in the short term, it's important to be cautious when using it and to understand that it's not the best option for establishing healthy and lasting relationships. Why is it so important to know how to put a woman in her place? Mastering the dynamics in a relationship with a woman is crucial. It's so crucial that I will emphasize it. Controlling a woman is essential because it gives you 1. Respect. By leading, she will respect you as a man. 2. It keeps her in a feminine state. 3. It keeps her attracted and in love with you. If you want to take control of your life, you must lead any relationship you have with a woman. You must be the leader, especially with your girlfriend or wife. If you let her take control, it will have a negative effect on the rest of your life. You need her to respect you. Too many men lose respect for themselves over a woman. When that happens, the relationship starts to fail. Do you know why? I'll tell you right now. What happens when you don't set boundaries with a woman? That's when you experience all the negative aspects that probably led you to this situation in the first place. You get things like 1. She subjects you to increasingly absurd tests. Without clear boundaries, a woman may start testing your limits and pushing you to see how much she can get away with. These tests can range from small challenges to outright manipulative behavior, aimed at seeing if you will stand your ground or cave into her demands. As the tests become more frequent and extreme, it can create a constant state of tension and uncertainty in the relationship. 2. She takes control over you. 3. She leaves you or cheats on you. Without clear boundaries and a strong sense of self-respect, you may become less attractive to the woman in your life. She might perceive you as weak or lacking confidence, causing her to lose interest and seek emotional or physical connection elsewhere. In some cases, the lack of boundaries can even lead to emotional detachment. And she may choose to end the relationship or cheat on you to find the fulfillment she feels is missing. 4. You experience unhappiness and confusion. Having clear boundaries from the beginning of the relationship is a fundamental part of your value as a man. I repeat, it's not about being a jerk with women. It's about understanding that your attention is valuable, your time is precious, and your respect is earned. There's nothing wrong with that. On the contrary, it gives you more value as a man, and women love that. Finally, if you like this video, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos. Until next time.